capacity crowd, better than 20,000, have made their way into First Union Center in Philadelphia for this marquee matchup. The Sacramento Kings going against the Philadelphia 76ers. Sacramento at 45-17 with the best record in the NBA. They're a half game over Dallas. They're one game in front of the Lakers, while the 76ers have turned things at 34-29. They're fifth in the East. They're only 2 games behind Detroit, Boston, and Milwaukee. Hi, everybody. I'm Marv Albert, along with the Czar. Mike Fratello will be joined in a moment by Craig Sager. And Czar, for the Kings, it is game 3 of a 5-game road trip. They won in Chicago, they won in Milwaukee, but they are looking at tonight as a major test.
Marv, I don't know a team that would have the best record in the NBA at this point that wouldn't want to finish up that way to enable them to have home court advantage throughout the playoffs. And while Sacramento has been spectacular at home with a 30-3 record, it wasn't until this recent road trip that they went over the 500 mark on the road. They now stand 15-14. So let's take a look at what lies ahead for this franchise as they finish the last 20 games of the regular season. They have 8 more games at home, 12 altogether on the road. 8 of those remaining games against playoff teams, and 3 others against teams that are right on the bubble of making the playoffs. They finish tonight, play in New York tomorrow, then they finish up at Toronto, go home for 4, back on the road for 6 straight games. So a win tonight against a team that was in the NBA Finals a year ago would certainly go a long way in helping them establish themselves on the road.
And the Sixers have been a revitalized team. They have won 4 straight. They've taken 7 of their last 8, and over the course of this stretch, Allen Iverson has been on a tear. In fact, he has scored 40 or more in 4 of the last 7 games.
Well, for Philadelphia, it finally seems like things are coming together after the early season roster changes, a series of really bad injuries to key guys on this team. They're now basically healthy with the exception of Aaron McKee. And who's going to lead them? None other than Allen Iverson, who has had a terrific season. Again, leading the NBA in scoring with over 31 points per game. Night in and night out, this guy is putting large minutes. He's number 1 in the NBA in minutes played at almost 44. And then the Philadelphia defense, their staple, producing easy scores and baskets in transition. Iverson, number 1 in the league in steals at just under 3 per game. Now, it just hasn't been Allen recently in this stretch of good games. He's had help from his backcourt partner, Eric Snow, and then up front, Derek Coleman has played very well.
A look at the starting lineups for the Sacramento Kings. Peja Stojakovic, Chris Webber, Lonnie Divac up front, Doug Christie, and Mike Bibby in the backcourt. And the 76ers with Derek Coleman coming off a strong game last night in New York. Matt Harpring, Dikembe Mutombo, who should be well rested for tonight, played only 16 minutes last night at Madison Square Garden after being ejected following a second flagrant